Hey everyone, it's Jeannie King. Welcome to day 4 of the money game, which is the 3.0, and we are in day 4. I want to welcome you. I know we've had some new people join us. Thank you for jumping in here. Make sure that you have caught up on the other videos and gotten your journal so that you're going to be making your deposits. We start out with $1,000 the first day, $2,000 the second day, $3,000 the third day, and now we are in the fourth day and it's $4,000. Remember, you have to spend it all. You're not going to hold on to this. This is virtual money, but believe me, the universal mind does not know the difference of whether this is real money in your bank account or it is money in your heart, because it's showing up in big ways. I love it because we've got some people who are getting very detailed as to what they want. So they're sharing these pictures of like portable tents and, beautiful furniture and all kinds of wonderful stuff. So the more real you can make it, the better it is going to be. Now, this is going to be kind of a short one today because I want you to really take this to heart. I'm calling it 4 on the floor. And what I mean is we're going to talk about clutter. And 4 is the number, kind of like 4 square, the 4 corners of the earth or whatever. And it is a very solid number. And it can also represent your home or your office. But I want you to think about, before you start bringing in all this other stuff, and we are going to be bringing in stuff, and I love that, but I want you to look around and to say, what is in my house now, or what is in my office now that is cluttering up stuff? And get rid of it. Because if you don't love it, and you don't use it, and you haven't thought about it, all of the energy becomes stagnant. So you don't want that. You want it to continue to flow. So an easy way for you to do this, and I teach this in my clutter clearing classes, and I call it the house template, and you can email me if you want a copy of this, and I can send it to you. You can just send it to jeannie0318@gmail.com. But get a clipboard like this, and paper, and a pen, and I want you to write at the top, things that irritate me about my house. Things that irritate me about my house. And you start on the front where you come in, whether it's in a hallway if you live in an apartment or a townhouse, or it's the front of your house or whatever. And just write down everything that irritates you. And it could be, that flower bed is all filled with weeds, and that screen on the door needs to be repaired, and there's peeling paint, or there's, broken pots, whatever it is, write it all down. Walk in the front door, look around, there might be a rug that's just all yucky and you need to get rid of it, and maybe there's peeling wallpaper, or maybe there's piles of papers and things on a side desk. Write it all down. Walk into the living room or wherever the next room is. Do you have stuff piled on the floors? Do you have, ratty old stuff that's sitting around on tables? Piles of magazines? Write it all down. And then you go into the kitchen, or you go into the bathroom, and you've got a faucet that's dripping, or you've got a broken mirror or whatever. And write every bit of it down. Go through every room of your house. If you've got a second floor, go up to the second floor. If you've got an attic, go to your attic. If you've got a basement, go to your basement. And then go outside. All of that counts too. So all of your lawn furniture, or bicycles, or kids' things that are just in disrepair, and your kids are 25 years old. I don't think you need their swing sets anymore if they're all yucky. So write it all down. Now, you make a beautiful legend, and it's going to be 3 different things, and use 3 different highlighters. And it doesn't matter what color it is, but let's just say number 1 is going to be a green highlighter, number 2 is going to be a yellow highlighter, and number 3 is going to be an orange one. It doesn't matter, okay? So what the legend is number 1 is things I can do by myself. Number 2 is things I can do if somebody helps me. And number 3 is things that somebody else has to do. Okay? So go through your list and list everything and highlight everything that you can do by yourself. Oh, I can pick up those magazines, I can throw them away, I can pull the weeds in my flower bed, I can replace the light bulb, I can remove that rug, whatever it is, okay? I can put those clothes away, they're just in the wrong place. So you highlight everything that you can do by yourself. Then you look at your list and say, things I can do if someone helps me. Oh, well, if somebody comes and helps me hang this big mirror, I can get it done. If somebody helps me pull all this stuff and put it onto a pallet so that I can put it out for the trash, then I can get that done. So things I can do if someone helps me, and you highlight everything. Then things that somebody else has to do, and that might be roofing, it may be painting a house, it may be rewiring something, it may be doing plumbing. I mean, you might be able to do that, but for me, that would include that. So you highlight all of that. And then you get started on it right away. Start with your list, things I can do by myself, and just check them off. Okay, it feels great. And you got a plan and you're doing it. Things I can do if someone will help me. And you recruit somebody to come help you move something or do something or lift something or whatever it is. And things that somebody else has to do. Now I got to tell you, this will clean the decks up, literally and figuratively. You are going to feel so good. And we'll get a little bit more into clutter clearing because there's no sense in having all this money flowing in. And, you know, a lot of people won't even let themselves travel because, you know, their house and everything is so squeegee and so yucky. And it's just like, oh, you know, we don't feel like we deserve it, and we just don't think that we can go and do anything. But I can tell you, if you start cleaning stuff up, make sure that you pick up stuff. Don't have any piles of stuff in your house that is on the floor. Don't put anything under your bed, God forbid. I'm telling you, if you're sleeping over a pile of junk underneath your bed, even if you've got those big drawers, you know, way back in the day, in one of my clutter clearing classes, one of our women said that she has a big, beautiful bed that has drawers in it. And I said, okay, well, what's in it? Well, I don't really know. She looked in there and she said there were 85 belts. 85 belts. Well, I love her abundance, but she wasn't using them, didn't even really remember they were there. She got rid of it and she said, oh my gosh, that just feels so good. So this is part of the money game. So as we are moving forward, we want to clear the clutter out and we want to clear our lives out. And that makes us feel happy. Do you remember? We were talking about, I feel happy, I feel happy, I feel happy. So today we get to play with and spend $4,000. So on my day 4, I have $4,000 deposit. And what I have decided to do is in our Be Now retreat later this year, we are going to do a women's retreat cruise into the Caribbean when fall comes and things are starting to change and all of that. So what I'm doing is I am buying 4 scholarships for 4 deserving women who can be nominated. And, you know, that would cover their airfare and that would cover their cruise and cover their shore excursions and anything else. So I'm giving each of them $1,000. Boom. That was easy. So what are you going to do with your $4,000? Doesn't matter. You can pay off debts. You can go do something frivolous. But in the meantime, don't forget the 4 on the floor. Okay? And let's make sure that we are not living with all this clutter. Let's clear out things. And if you want more information on how to clear clutter and how to stage things with feng shui, believe me, it is very powerful. And I am happy to help you. So thank you for being here. Keep sharing, everybody. I am so excited about where we're going. I know what we're doing is really powerful, and I want to hear your stories, and I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, my dog's excited too. And I'll see you tomorrow when we are going to put $5,000 into our bank account. Have a great time. Talk to you later.